So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over the final research presentation that you're going to upload onto Canvas. All right. First, I'm just gonna go over the general instructions, and then the subsequent videos are just gonna focus on different sections of the final presentation. Okay. All right. So this is the final research presentation, meaning for the research proposal that you're going to work on and submit at the end of the term, right? And that's what you're going to be doing your presentation on your research proposal. Okay. So the prompt will assist you in documenting your final research project presentation. This task will serve as the concluding phase of the research cycle. You're going to record your presentation of your research proposal, and you have a choice of either doing an audio recording or recording your presentation as a video. You decide which format you feel comfortable with. Okay. All right. Now, the duration of the video presentation. So the duration of the video, the duration of the time management is 7 to 10 minutes. Okay. Following this description and explanation below will take you to the allotted time to successfully complete this module assignment. Please be advised that since there's a time requirement, you must keep your presentation within that time frame. If you go under or over, I will deduct points. For example, if you go over time by 2 minutes, I will automatically deduct 2 points from the total. Be sure to stop at the 10 minutes exactly. If, on the other hand, you're short of 7 minutes, I will deduct points. I will automatically deduct 2 points from the total as I continue to evaluate the remainder of your presentation. And this holds true for going over the allotted time as well. Now, there is a fix for being short of the 7 minute time mark. If you find yourself short of the 7 minute mark, you can speak on another subject matter because you may have covered all the sections in your presentation that you have the extra time to cover. You can talk about what you did for Thanksgiving break or what you plan on doing during winter break or manage the time component of the presentation. All right, so this is what I mean by that. So since you have a 7 to 10 minute time frame for your presentation, at the maximum you have 10 minutes. Any time that you go over that 10-minute mark, I am going to deduct points from the 450 points. And then I'm going to evaluate each section to make sure that each section is also being fulfilled. And that's what the subsequent videos are going to go over each section of the presentation, right? So you know exactly what to focus on. Now, if you're going to be short of the 7 minutes, right, there is a way to fix this situation to get yourself to the at least the minimum 7 minute mark, or at least a little bit past the 7 minute mark. All right, and that's what I just described at the end of it all. Because I do understand that that students who aren't necessarily used to speaking like out loud or in public, more or less, students get nervous and they tend to speak a lot faster, right? So if that situation happens with you, and you have, like, let's say 5 minutes, all right, that you finished going over all the sections of the presentation, you still have that 2 minute gap to the 7 minutes. So then you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. For example, you could talk about how when you were about 5 or 6 years old, that you woke up one morning and you saw your pet goldfish dead or floating upside down in your fish tank. So then you decide to wake up your family and to have a funeral service for it, right? And you go to the bathroom, right? And then everyone is standing around the toilet and you put the fish in the toilet, and then you give a few words like, think how much you love your goldfish, and then you might say something at the end. Things that return come from the sea shall return to the sea, and you flush the toilet, right? And the reason why I'm very descriptive on this, because that's what I did when I was like 5 or 6 years old when my pet goldfish died, right? So then it's just being able to manage the time, right? But also, I also realized, because that particular person spoke quickly, They might have not fulfilled each criteria or each section of the presentation completely. All right. So, what I do recommend is that at least you do one or two practices or two or three practices on timing, and then see where you're able to either take away a little bit of presentation or add something to the presentation. Okay. All right. So that's for the duration. Now the due date is gonna you have until December 17th by 11:59 to submit it. All right. Okay. So that's gonna be where I'm gonna stop, and then I'm going to continue from the objective, and then just following in the following sections. Okay.